Yo, what's going on, guys? And we just heard from Shams Charania that Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be returning before the start of the playoffs from that meniscus injury. And that's good. I assume that they shortened the meniscus because there's two ways that you do meniscus procedures. From what I've learned is you either shorten it or you repair it. When you repair it, that's the longer recovery time. When you shorten it, it's the quicker recovery time that we're aware of. So for me, when we hear this news, I think it's very, very big news to hear, as he's going to get that ramp up period, at least getting game time, at least a couple games before the actual playoffs, which means he won't have to completely get his feet wet and start shaking off the rust during the playoffs. He gets to shake off the rust a little bit before that. I think that's one of the bigger things that people don't realize is just being able to get back from that game flow and everything. As someone who, I'm right now overcoming an ankle injury, which I'm actually going to go get looked at again because I've had a flare up because I just started ramping up my practicing basketball again, and my ankle has swollen up again. So going to get that checked out to make sure there isn't any underlying issues there. But similar, and that's just because I wanted to, and I was just shooting around, getting back to my form before even going out and playing. And I assume in a similar fashion, Karl-Anthony Towns, the training staff, they want him to get that ramp up because there is going to be a ramp up. There is going to be a limits meditation at first when he comes back. And obviously we're at a great position with the fact that Mr. Naz Reid, who you guys have seen in the highlights, has just been absolutely killing it since Karl-Anthony Towns has been out. And I think if we want to be completely honest, Karl-Anthony Towns or Naz Reid's stats since Karl-Anthony Towns has been out are quite impressive. I mean, over the last 5 games, he's been a 20 points per game scorer, but in the month of March, he was 16 points per game scorer and 21 points per game score, 22 points per game score in the last 4. And if you look at Naz Reid's last 12 games, it's been quite impressive where he started. 17.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists in all starts while shooting really well. And I think they'll continue to have Naz Reid. Did I say Naz? Naz Reid start, as Naz is going to be able to, provide the consistency and the continuation of what they've been doing, while Karl-Anthony Towns coming off the bench will allow them to not feel as required to fully integrate him back in, but to slowly test him out and see how he does. So I think that's one of the bigger things now that they're going to get Karl-Anthony Towns back, and they have already our guy Nas doing what he is doing. So I just think those are two things that are gonna really, really help this team succeed when push comes to shove in the playoffs, especially when games that matter, and all depending on who we play in the first round with the play-in tournament still being figured out, especially in the Western Conference. I think this is good. It's going to give us the ramp-up period that we need. So let me hear your thoughts down below. Again, shout out Shams Charania for this information. But peace out, everybody.